What's up, everyone? We are back with another edition of Drunken Dragons on Freak Show Entertainment. Welcome. It's been a fun week. This is the start of my weekend because I work crazy weekend hours. We thought we were going to have some new players tonight, but there seems to be some issues. And yeah, so if there's a good possibility that we're going to have people jumping in late, that's fine. The game is designed to be able to handle that. Right now, we do have Arcadia and Danny. I probably should have told you guys how I was about to do that so you didn't get surprised by coming on stream. Um, so, yeah, still waiting on things to populate all the way and getting things shared around here. Arcadia, what have you done this week? What's been interesting and fun?
Nothing so much as interesting, seeing that it's, Tuesday. uh, but just been working. Went out with my girlfriend on Friday night, so that was pretty cool.
Cool.
Date
We
nights
went
are fun.
to, yeah, we went to a lesbian bar down in DC. That was fun.
Nice.
But yeah, not much.
Elfie, what about you?
Just working. Went to a Renaissance fair at Sleepy Hollow in Des Moines, Iowa. That was a lot of fun. Uh, got to have a nice talk with Robin Hood, who was trying to rob me, basically. It's Robin Hood. And got to watch a pirate circus with technical difficulties. Their music kept going out, so it was funny. It's kind of like a comedy show circus. It ended up fun.
Well, that's good. Um, so when last we left our heroes, they were coming back from a town that we actually have a name for now. Everyone, this is the map. Um, we're gonna zoom in here a little bit because you don't really need to know what's in the north yet. So just so you all know, I'm trying to do a lot better about actually treating this like it's important. Dreeksboro is the halfling settlement that has supplied troops. They supplied a few slinger rangers to the defense of the region, and Gnome Haven is going to be what we call the town that the PCs were in last week to recruit a few gnomes, and then they went delving into the crypts. Um, Something that the characters would actually know, being from this region. So, the closest thing to a real city for probably a couple thousand miles is Rathsea, and it is held by the Count of Rathsea, who is uh, Grin Noth is his name, and he's probably the closest thing to an authority figure in the region at large. But with Rathsea being so far north, they actually don't have a whole lot of um, control over the southern part of the region. Flen is another town that's roughly the same size as Strel's Gate, but without the cool gate feature. They're just a town. Uh, Dest is actually the closest thing to a port in the region, like a true port. Um, Strel's Gate, it doesn't look like it on the map because I off centered it just a little bit, but it does connect um, in this bay, and they do have shipping, but it's not nearly as much as Dest does.
Didn't you
So
call the gnome place Glitterleaf Village?
Yep.
I might have. It's been retconned.
Okay, I have notes.
Okay, we'll just cross
Make
that out
notes.
and put Gnome Haven. I will probably use Glitter Leaf later because it is a name that I use a lot. But
It is.
I'm going to do a better job of writing things down so this stops happening. This is a bad habit that I've had as a DM for a very long time, and I'm going to fix it.
No worries.
So
Make sure to keep you in check.
that would be helpful, especially if you write things down that I don't have written down.
I wrote down the name of
So,
it, just not where it was.
So there is when you guys arrive back from Gnome Haven, you see talking to, I do have his name written down, one moment.
Dermond?
Wrong. Is that the yes,
Watch Captain?
Dermond. Yep.
I have notes, I told you.
Yep. Talking to him is a man in a bright red brigadine. Does everyone know what that means?
Yeah, it's like the weird meshy leathery mail stuff. It's like scale almost.
Yeah. So there's actually 7 men in brigadines, but there's one specifically. You see, they all have longbows, more than one quiver on their back. These are professional fighters, and they're talking to the Drummond, however I say it. Yeah, Drummond. And they have you see on their right pauldron, they each have a patch of there's a spear and a bow, kind of like how basically every medieval thing has like 2 weapons that are like crossing each other.
Mhm.
You know, it's pretty basic. And so when you arrive back, you see them, one of them speaking to Drummond about something that he's very animated about. The man is not human, he is a Goliath. So he is a big mamba jamba. As you get closer to them, though, you realize he's, for as animated as he is, he's actually not very loud, and he kind of has a higher pitched voice than you would imagine someone of this size being.
So he's like the Mike Tyson of Goliaths?
Yes.
Yes.
I can't believe such a big guy has a funny voice.
I'm not saying Mike Tyson was the inspiration for this character. I'm just saying if that works for you, go with it.
Does he have a tattoo on his face right here?
So he's a Goliath. He does have runic tattoos on his face. The rest of the men there are humans, except for there is one dwarf who also still has a longbow, which is a little strange, but whatever. What do you do?
Well, the bard being, maybe may I go up and start admiring the face tattoos?
Hang
like.
on, let me. I didn't roll his looks. Hang on.
Should know this by now. You have to roll the looks.
You know, for a Goliath, he's solid. He's 17 out of 20. So.
Ooh, he pretty. Okay.
Yeah. He's kind of got that like his skin is kind of that darker stone color that Goliaths are typically known for. And he has a mohawk of all things, and a beard that is longer than mine and braided and almost dwarven in appearance. Like it's something he clearly takes pride in and takes care of.
It's surprising to see a Goliath with facial hair.
Yes, it is. This man is an enigma.
Thank you, punk dog.
Well, I mean, I'm just assuming that these are fighters that we're trying to get to help protect the gate for the upcoming possible incursion of goblinoids.
It does seem to be a safe bet.
I don't really say anything or do anything to this group. I just kind of, as I pass some of the warriors and stuff like that, I just kind of give like a general nod, and I'm, carrying my giant ass maul across my shoulders and just kind of like, just kind of walk in.
So you hear them say something about fealty as you walk by. That's really the part of the conversation you catch as you're, I assume, going to the church, temple, whatever we're calling it.
Yeah. Would I know of a king in the area?
You would know the area well enough to know what I said in the beginning about
About the main city?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. It's not my business. If it is my business, somebody will tell me. So I'm just I'm gonna go back to the church and rest up for a bit and maybe get some food and see what else we can figure out about gaining more forces from Anithrin and whatnot.
Okay. So as you arrive, you see her, like, she's in the kind of looking out the window, watching what she can of the conversation. And as you walk in, she stops you and asks if they said anything to you.
They didn't say anything to me.
Um,
I heard that group of warriors. Not sure where they're from. Where are they from?
they're from Rathsea. I believe they are part of the council.
It seems like they were, in a heated discussion with Dermond, but it's not my business.
They won't talk to me. They say that I'm an outsider and I don't belong in the conversation. Dermond tried to get me in, but the Goliath.
Aren't you here in an official capacity?
I still come from far away, and in their minds that matters.
I mean, I'm an outlander myself. It's not like I'd be welcoming that conversation.
I suppose. I mean, I think you're a lot closer than I am, but it's probably you would probably face the same issues. Yes. Hey, welcome, Pachanga. So I should note this. I completely spaced it at the start. So we have added new point features for our channel. So what you can do, what we have now is at the end of the stream, I'm always going to try to raid another channel just to spread the love. So for 3,000, you can pick a channel. For 3,500 points, you can name the next NPC. Hang on. Sorry, Krista sent me something about. Oh no. Sorry. For
World.
3,500, sorry, you can name an NPC that will not immediately die. Like, it's not going to be someone that I kill quickly. So I'll put you in the book of me taking notes, and that NPC will continue on. It'll be fun. For 5,000, you can cast divine healing on the party, which means
Some of us don't want to
I
die.
will roll a d6, and everyone in the party will gain that amount of health. And it will be explained as though it was divine intervention from the gods, our viewers. And then for 10,000 points, you can start a random encounter.
Don't kill us.
It doesn't matter where, as long as they aren't in combat. I will think of a way to make an encounter happen.
Random uprising of guards, meteor shower, random dragon from the sky.
Basically, it could be a lot of different things. So that is, I will do my best to make it make sense. And it might be something as low key as like a drunken bar fight in the middle of the street kind of a thing, or it could be they're going through the forest and giant spiders are about to eat one of them. I don't know. So those are the options. Have fun with it. Do you guys have anything that you want to do? Because it is kind of late in the day when you get back. Is there anything that you want to do specifically before you go to bed?
No, not specifically. No. It's more of I guess I'm gonna clean up my gear, get a drink, get food, rest. There's nothing specific for me.
Okay.
I'm a changeling. I'm going to attempt to put on the pretty face, even though it's a Goliath, and I can't.
Why?
Can't change your size.
They're
Not
medium.
very much.
They're medium.
Oh, that's right. I forgot Goliath is considered medium.
Base race classes, as far as I'm aware, are always medium. There are ways to make yourself large, but I'm fairly certain that all of the book classes or book races are medium.
So I'm just going to go find a shiny shield and practice putting on a pretty face.
Okay.
A new pretty face.
Okay. So rolling over to the next day.
Okay, my room is right next to the road. That was a motorcycle that didn't come off my ass. Okay.
I actually thought that was something of his that went off.
God.
So you wake up the next day, and as you guys are kind of moving into the main room for breakfast, Drummond is sitting there, and he wants you guys to all come over.
I'm going to, on my way out, I'm going to grab my other maul, the one that I had on me, I had it when I brought it into town, not the new one. And as I see Drummond, I'll be like, maybe you got somebody strong enough to wield this, and I'd kind of just toss it to him.
So he stands up and tries to lift it, and he's like, you should probably keep this because I'm the strongest one and I would not be able to swing it.
Well, I've got this pretty one right here.
I mean, we'll keep it if you want us to, and we'll try to keep it safe, but I would not trust any of my men with a weapon this heavy.
All right, suit yourself. I'll go put it back with my stuff, I guess.
Okay. He does appreciate the gesture. It's simply there is no one with the strength over 12 other than him in this village.
Have fun.
So as you guys are sitting there, I assume everyone's listens when he asks you to sit down and talk to him.
Yep.
He asks for your advice. He says, that man you saw me talking to, his name is Drek, and he is one of the captains of Grin Noth. He's one of Grin Noth's captains, and apparently Mr. Noth has decided that he is no longer the Count of Rathsea. He is the Duke of Rathsea.
Oh, self-promotion.
Well, it happens. It's the way of power, I suppose. He would like to make me the Count of Strel's Gate and to join his duchy, basically.
So he's trying to erect himself a kingdom. In a sense.
He's trying to gain power. I don't even understand how all of that works. It's been hundreds of years since there's been a king in this part of the world. I don't know if maybe there are in other places, but
I don't follow the customs of most men in these lands. I follow a chieftain. If that man is the strongest man, he might be willing to be followed.
Have you ever met this Grinnoth?
Crinnoth.
Crinnoth. That's not what it sounded like you said.
I wrote down with a G like a Grinnoth.
That's what I heard.
You can call him whatever you want, really.
Well, did Mr. Noth, do you know Mr. Noth personally?
I've met him once or twice on guarding caravans in my younger days. He is not what I would consider the strongest man, but he is
the man with the most influence. Yes,
definitely the most influence. if this region were to form into a duchy, he is the natural leader of it.
Again, my tribe does not follow these laws. I care not for who says they are in power. I care for action.
Realistically, if he pushed forth his influence, we would have to bow to him. He has the most soldiers, the most money. It would take a united effort of all of the other settlements in the region, and we would still probably lose. So
what do you want us to do?
He's not a tyrant. He sent his men to make his offer, and they arrived and saw the plight that we are in, and should we be willing to accept his support and pledge ourselves to him, the men are perfectly willing to stay and ensure that we survive through the attack, and they are well trained, well armed, and will make a huge difference.
Well, based off of what I've seen of our force here, we could use those men.
Yes. I simply worry that if I give in, because this is our hour of need, that it will have ramifications that we do not like in the future. But
can there be a compromise?
I don't believe so. That it's a straightforward offer. They are offering, if we pledge ourselves as vassals, we will gain his protection and favorable trading. And if we were not facing an army on our doorstep, I would still consider this strongly, because it's not a bad offer on the face of it. With an army on our doorstep, it becomes a very appealing offer. I simply want feedback as to if I'm overplaying how good the offer is because of the circumstances I find myself in.
I wonder if the offer was still there if you were not in plight.
They came to us before they knew that that the goblins were in the area.
Hi.
So they did not know the plight before they offered. So I would say the offer was made in good faith.
And Drek assures me that the plight that we are in will not change the offer, that they will not pull back their support because we have been put in a difficult position. They will stay and fight with us. He sent one of his men back on a horse to try to secure more forces. He says that might be we will probably be attacked before that help comes, but if we can hold long enough, eventually that help will get here. And as he told me that they could field an army of about 70, and it would be significantly more well armed and trained. Please mute. It would be significantly more well armed and trained than what we're facing. So I would feel that if we can last until that army arrives, the day is ours.
I would ask that the good faith be presented itself in the support of the defense of this town before you bend the knee, as it were. That's my personal opinion.
I do think that if I went back and told him that we would be willing to, that if his forces stay and if they help us through, that we would sign the accord, that their help coming would be what signifies our alliance. I do believe that he would accept that as just a matter of course. I don't think he's particularly concerned about what comes first.
I think that would be an acceptable, I would think.
I agree.
But I am not a thinking person.
But you come from a much different culture, and it's good to have a nice outsider's view of someone who doesn't get embroiled in our little somewhat petty politics.
Yes, the man that is our leader has the right to be our leader because he has earned it. He has earned the respect. So this man must show that he has our respect or your respect in this matter.
So the main thing is if we go through with this, Drek would be the one in charge of our defenses. He is a survivor of many battles. I have had my share of raids and scuffles, and I've seen battle, but he is much better at it than I am. And
GM, you said that the Goliath was kind of pretty, right?
Yeah.
Like, was he scarred up at all? Like as a person, I guess as a player, I know that Goliaths kind of honor their scars.
Yeah. So
was he marred up at all? Was he scarred? Was he like?
He has scars, but it's that kind of like on some people scars look really good. It's that kind of a thing. Like, he is not traditionally
pretty scars.
Yeah, he's not pretty. He is attractive.
It is the kind of scars. See, girls like scars.
I just wanted to make sure that like he wasn't just all show. Is basically what I was just. Yeah.
I don't know. He has the Dramon would tell you that he has a reputation. He's genuinely well known to have been in the front leading battles. So
I'll say is like I've had dealings with Goliath tribes. I know them to be true warriors. It would be good to have him in charge.
he's nodding. He's like, "You're right." He slaps the table. I'm not going to do that because my mic will go crazy. And he gets up and says, "Thank you for your time. There is one matter that I would lay before you. We are fast approaching the halfling scouts that we have are telling us that the enemy army is almost in position. We maybe have a day or two left. There is one last mission that I have for you, if you would take it."
What? Give us the details. And is Anithrin coming with us this time? We seem to have misplaced our other barbarian. Where did he go?
Apparently fishing.
So,
did he find his boat already?
Probably annoying some poor fisherman.
So last time when I sent you guys and you found that mound, that is where my mouse is right here. Can you see that?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. That's about where that village was.
Right. The ruin?
Yeah. So he tells you, and then over here is where you've been encountering kind of this area where you've been encountering the goblins.
Mm-hmm.
Over in this direction, though, about there, and he gives you a map with kind of this general location on it. He's like, there is a tomb that I've passed by a few times. I've never gone inside because I am not that brave. But I heard that there are wonders in this tomb. And I would send you there to recover anything that you can that could maybe turn the tide and give us just that extra bit with the people that you've recruited for us and the soldiers that are here. We stand a decent chance, but we need something that'll be able to turn the tide.
You want us to go tomb raiding? Oh, I'm down for this.
I kind of make a copy of the general area on like a piece of parchment with a general
one for you.
Okay. Yeah.
And Anithrin will go with you just to fill out the party.
Oh.
Yeah, it's my boo.
It's somebody else who can heal people.
All right, then. Anithin, you ready for some adventure?
So she smiles and her eyes light up. Always. The world awaits us.
So just because it's two ladies in the party, I change into a female.
Okay, trying to fit in.
Hey, make it, it's a girl's day out. What can I say? I'm just the pretty one.
I was really hoping that homeboy was gonna make it in time for this, but here we go. If he jumps in, I'll figure out something.
A wild Pokemon appears.
I always hated that song too. I always played with my sound off because I was that kid that was like, I would rather put on a CD and listen to music while I play. That's so basic.
Right. Should we head out right away? Do we need any other supplies?
Enithrin says that she can't give you any options because everything that she's been making is being used for the defense. But since she's going with you, she should be able to take care of that part.
Yeah.
Yeah, I take it that the stock is running low anyway.
She has been having to make a lot more lately.
Well, maybe whatever we find in this tomb.
It's a wild response. Because
I actually know that reference. See, I get this stuff now. Sort of. Hello, Stormy.
So, marching order.
I shall lead the way.
Okay.
Tough girls first, pretty girl in the back.
Okay, so you're gonna go third and not second.
Huh?
You're gonna go third and not second.
Yep.
Okay.
Do you have any range?
Pretty much all I have.
Hang on, he's trying to join again. I'm trying to see if it resolves. I will have to do something. I'll have to talk to him about whatever the problem is, why he can't get in. Anyway,
It might be a browser problem, maybe.
That's a good point. You told me to use Chrome.
Yeah, it wouldn't work for me on anything but Chrome.
I have it on. Well, I have it on my phone, but
Well, mine
Which is
pops
an-
over on Chrome anyways.
mine's the Android internet thing.
Yeah, Samsung Internet, whatever it is.
All right. Okay. So you guys are going. You make it through the forest pretty easy. It doesn't seem that the goblins are trying to encircle the town because you don't run into anything.
Good to know.
Give me survival checks, please.
Oh no. So if we roll a 1, we get to roll again, right?
You're not a have one. What do you got, Arcadia?
15 total.
Okay.
You said survival, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So you managed to find your way just fine. And when you arrive at the kind of where it is on the map, you're able to find the directions kind of lead you to it pretty easily. You see an actual mound with in the shape of a snake with its mouth open, and that's the opening leading down.
Well, that's not ominous at all. Do I hear any animals in this area?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nature is not a vegan.
Okay, so that's where my concern would be, is that there's no wildlife. And the serpent's mouth is the entrance to this tomb.
Hang on.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Don't say that. It never ends well.
Sorry, someone is trying to join, so I definitely want to put the party together before you guys go in there.
Well, I'd like to grab a drink anyway. Should we just take a 5 right quick?
I'm going to throw us into an ad break.
Okay.
So 60-second ad break, and then whenever we're reset, we'll pick this back up. Thank you, everyone. Come back with us. What's up?
Hi.
Hello.
You made it.
Yeah, hold on. Somebody's calling. Give me a sec.
We're on a bit of a break, so you have time.
Yeah.
So he's playing a cleric, so I will not take. Because she's here, she'll probably like wait out up top or something. I don't know.
Okay. Sorry. Need to remind people like I can't access messages while we're streaming.
Are they
It's like, why aren't
messaging
you
on
answering
Facebook?
me? Like, yeah, because if I answer you, it's going. I'm either going to have my hand in front of the camera or I get kicked out. Man. And we're back.
Oh, and back.
And it looks like our ad break is done. So everyone who we left with 3 players, well, 2 players, and came back with 3. This is Alarix. He is one of the best players I've ever played with, and a much better DM than me. So there's that. Also, one of my best friends. So it is good to have you. Going forward, it's actually in order to keep our schedule to where a lot of different people can play. We're gonna move Tuesdays to 8 o'clock, and that'll help him play and help another one of my players that is on the West Coast be able to play. And we're going to keep Thursdays at its current time slot so that our East Coast players have a night where it's easier for them to play, and then hopefully this will make it to where we have a lot more. We were able to get more people into play, and we're not always going to be able to cross groups and have big tables, but more games will be better.
I'll be back in like 1 minute. Sorry, I was running a little behind. I had to kick somebody out of the toilet.
Okay, you're fine.
I'll be right back, I promise.
So, quick question: should I put
Yeah.
my character's name on here or my alias?
It's helpful if I guess I kind of assumed that you were using that as your character name, but yeah, you can change it to
There we go.
Phaeton.
Phaeton. Good job. Yep.
So I looked. It was let me make sure. So I didn't tell you this. Later on, can you upload this character to Beyond?
Yeah. I'll do that. But do you want me to break it down real quick? I have it all in front of me. So.
Give me just 1 second. We have another player. Dude, can you hear me? Are you there?
I hear you.
Oh,
Yay!
I
I
hear
have
you.
audio.
Oh, great.
My
We have
camera
audio.
doesn't work, but my
Okay,
audio.
that's perfectly fine. I will take it. So we'll have like a full party. I'm gonna park this cleric, and you guys can actually play tonight. That'll be great.
We're about to go to Raiden.
Yeah. So I'm going to bring it in. Sorry, now it's really small. Is it Inkill? Is that your character's name?
Einkill.
Einkill. Okay.
I'm kill.
From the family
So
Battlebeard.
Dude, when I saw the character, when you sent that, I'm like, that is exactly the kind of like nonsense that I would make and have a ton of fun with.
That was the story of the very first D&D character I ever played.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Cool.
Cool. So then what we're gonna do is along the road to this tomb.
I think we lost
The-
Arcadia.
Yes, I'm sure she'll be back. Arcadia and Danny and Enithrin were met upon the road by a Einkill. Describe yourself real quick.
I am a hill dwarf. Nope. I just have my natural gold, golden, somewhat golden scales.
Okay.
My dragon blood.
Okay.
But I have very long, luscious beard and hair.
As one does, yes.
Yes.
And Phaeton, I actually didn't even notice what race are you playing.
I'm a Triton.
Say what now?
Triton.
A Triton.
Defenders of the sea.
That's right.
No one appreciates them.
I
That's
Especially
right.
dwarves.
didn't know that was a.
They especially get pissed off if you don't recognize them as defenders of the sea.
Okay. So do you have what's your purpose for being on land then?
So I am out proselytizing the people about the Lord and Savior of our seas, whoever that is.
I will, because I'm sure you will do a wonderful job of this if I give you the rope. You go ahead and make that religion for me.
Sure. Yeah, I can do that for you.
Okay. So as soon as Arcadia gets back, we'll kind of do the introductions and yeah, I will park the. Well, the cleric's going to run back because she forgot something and is afraid of snakes or whatever. But-
That's okay. You've got a beautiful Triton cleric instead.
So what kind of cleric are you?
I'm a war cleric. I'm not
And-
one of those touchy feely, honestly, proselytizing the god of the seas and oceans really is about turning the oceans red with the blood of my enemies. It's more like that rather than trying to say, "Hey, save the turtles." We're not playing that.
Is this going to end up being like when I played that sorcerer cleric hybrid that just killed everybody?
I mean, I'm not necessarily in the business of murderating. Maybe I'm in the business of
Okay.
sacrificing. That's what it is. Sacrificing.
Okay, and Einkel, is it obvious what you are based on looking at your character?
Yeah, sorcerer.
Okay.
I dubbed this build the beefy sorcerer.
I am
Oh,
when you
Lord.
sent me your stats, I was like, oh, I am already in love with this character.
I'm a little upset with D&D Beyond because I have the Sword Coast books, which has the sorcerer cantrip that I would use with
So you can use it anyway.
Yeah.
Beyond is mostly just to track the stats, dude, so that I
Okay.
can kind of see what I'm dealing with.
All right.
And Arcadia, I see you in the lobby. Can you give me a thumbs up if you're ready? Okay. All right.
Sorry about that.
Oh, you're fine.
I-
So, Anithrin is going to retreat back to the village because as you've arrived at this tomb and met these new friends of yours, she reveals that she's a little afraid of snakes and doesn't want to go into this tomb and would be, since Phaeton seems perfectly willing to kind of take her place as the battle cleric, she's gonna retreat. Okay. Who is? So is anyone going? for the sake of unity, can everyone just like we're all gonna go in and get along for this, and then you guys can like
Who the fuck are you
figure out
later?
your personality. Yeah, because we are on a bit of a time crunch with all these goblins in the area.
Yep.
And that would be something that Anathrun would tell Einkill and Phaeton. There is a town to the south and west where she is from called Strel's Gate. You would probably have heard of it if you're from the area. And it is about to be attacked by hundreds of goblins. And should you wish to come help save them, they would be very appreciative. They don't have a lot to reward you with, but you would certainly get to share in the plunder and loot of all the goblins.
It would be my
So
pleasure
there's that.
and my duty.
I assume you say goblins battle and goblins in battle to a dwarf. You're probably given a pretty good sell there. Yeah. Okay, so let me pull this up for our newer players so we can kind of show you what's going on. What was that? Okay. So you guys are about here where my mouse is on the map. So it's about 3 to 4 hours journey is about what you're looking at there from Strel's Gate. So let me I need to drop that so I can pull up my map of the dungeon. That is the wrong map. You know what? That is the only map I have, so we are gonna have to go with it. I'm sorry, give me just a second.
So while you're figuring that out, I tell them, brawn before beauty. You first.
Your care.
And kill takes point.
Yeah, that's fine. Do that. Nope, that's too big.
There's a joke in there somewhere.
That's what she said. Yeah. Okay, so in the future, I will be able to do this with on Fantasy Grounds, where I'll be able to shade everything out. I'm just gonna have to trust that you all being experienced players are not gonna metagame this and be silly about it. So here we go. You start. You go down the stairway, and it leads you right here, and you come into this open room. 2.
Okay. I realize some of us are playing on our phones and can't see. Blind as a bat in January symptom.
I don't have a whole lot of ability to fix that. I apologize.
Okay.
Like I said, once I get enough money to do Fantasy Grounds, it will be fixed. Oh, sorry. Real quick, since Arcadia wasn't here, can you guys describe yourselves again?
No, I had put it in the private chat so that they could do that without,
It's fine.
I can't pull it up. Otherwise, I'm going to drop out of everything. So, yeah. And if anybody is trying to message me while we're streaming, it's basically the same thing.
You can just do a quick and dirty if you want. It doesn't have to be full description, but
Yeah, so I'll go ahead and describe myself. So I'm a kind of this light blue-ish creature from the depths of the ocean, a triton, who's walking around in interestingly good condition metal armor. And I kind of slosh as I walk. You see that there are jars of water about my body. I must keep my home near me everywhere I go. And I have myself two I'll say fins, maybe, whatever, that are recessed most of the time, but when I get pretty angry, they flare up like a not a raptor, but whatever those other dinosaurs. Raptor, you know what I'm talking about, yeah?
Yeah, we know. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. They frill up like Dr. Zoidberg. Whoa!
Why not Zoidberg?
Yeah, I can just go everywhere. Happy crab myself anywhere I need to go.
Okay. Einkel?
Einkill is a hill dwarf with a long, luscious beard and hair. Many dwarves dream to have as beautiful beards as them. Thus the name Battlebeard.
Nice.
He also has goldish scales amongst his skins, showing his dragon blood heritage.
So Phaeton, it's called a Dilophosaurus, is what you're talking about.
Okay.
Yeah, if I had my 7-year-old right next to me, he'd tell me what it is too. But hey.
Uh,
So marching order. Are you still going first, Arcadia?
so the dwarf, does he got a shield?
Not currently.
But you got metal armor?
Nope, I'm a sorcerer.
Oh, the
No,
the water thing has a metal armor. Got it.
And I got a shield. I got you.
All right, the Dilophosaurus can go first.
Okay. Actually, so real quick, I just want to write this down so that I don't have to guess the whole time. Give me your armor classes, please.
1, 4, 14.
13.
11.
I actually don't have a shield, so it's 16.
Okay.
You need HP?
I'll trust you guys on this.
How about passive perception? Are you looking for that too?
Yeah.
I'll chat that in there.
I'm sorry, Arcadia, what was yours again?
What? Which one? My armor?
Yeah.
14. 1, 4.
Okay, and then passives, everyone, for perception?
15.
11.
11.
11.
Okay.
I'll be second.
Okay.
You're right behind me? Yeah.
All right. Who's third?
I shall protect the rear.
Okay.
That is all right with.
That's all right.
All right. So as you guys move into the room, you can kind of see generally what it looks like. It's there is about 2 inches of water on the floor. This is, and it smells swampy down here, kind of dank. If you were to shine a light into the corners, you would find fungus and mold, and this is not a well kept up tomb.
Speaking of, click click. I has my
Yeah,
light.
you turn your light on.
I
Okay,
turned my
so,
light on.
Danny has basically a
A
lamp.
flashlight.
Yeah.
I have a flashlight.
So, so I do understand that would probably kind of screw with your dark vision a little bit, Einkill. I do. You'll kind of have to work that out with her if that is negatively affecting you.
I wouldn't think that a light source would negatively affect dark vision.
Not for dwarves.
Okay, in some editions, and I can never remember which ones, it kicks you out of night vision or dark vision when you have a light source. But 5th edition might ignore that because it ignores every other part of science. So why not?
Yeah, 5th edition tries to make it super.
I think like basically the description of dark vision is that basically in no light they see it as low light, and in low light they see it as like bright light.
Okay.
Yep.
So
That's
basically,
exactly
it looks brighter.
All right. Well, then it helps. So in this first room, there are bodies of humanoids, animals. Some have decomposed a lot, and some have decomposed less, but they're still noticeable. There's some, there's some bodies, there's some skeletons. There's a little bit of all of that going on.
Just in this little room.
Yeah. Well, it's yeah.
I feel
Okay.
like something's been eating down here.
I'm gonna.
There's not. If you look at the bodies, there are no bite marks.
Yeah, I wanted to investigate.
I would like to.
Go ahead.
I will inspect the animal bodies specifically.
Okay. What you notice is a lot of canines, wolves, foxes, coyotes.
Prey animal or predators.
Not just predators, but you don't see felines down here.
Oh,
Not in
well.
the. You don't see
For
feline
dogs.
bodies. You're looking. There's a lot of canine creatures.
That's not some Norse throwback right there.
Well, I'll go ahead and investigate to see if I can find the reason for their deaths. Maybe use my medicine check or medicine skill to see if we can find. Is it poison? Is it a natural cause? Is it bludgeoning to the head?
Okay, go ahead.
I'm gonna ask. Do I just roll my d20 here, or do you have a d20 on this that I can?
No,
How's
just,
this
I trust you guys. On fantasy grounds, we will have that ability, but for now, I'm just trusting everyone.
All right, give me 2 seconds.
You can also use D&D Beyond to roll your item.
While he's away, is anyone else doing anything?
No, I was just inspecting the animals to see if there was anything interesting between them.
Oh,
But if he's doing a specific medicine check, I am not proficient in medicine, so.
okay. Yeah, you see on them some discoloration, and we'll see if he can notice a little bit more. Check.
I rolled a 19 on the die, which puts me at
More than enough, I'm sure.
23.
They all have these really bad skin rashes, and the way that they're like, if you look at on the humanoids especially, the way that their hands are is like they were peeling back, and they were hit with something, clearly some kind of disease that gave them a really bad rash, and kind of, it seemed like there's pain on their faces for the ones that haven't decomposed.
I pull my shirt above my face and grab some cloth from my bag and wrap my face, and I turn to the team and I say, "Be wary. I think a disease of some sort, maybe a flesh-eating one, caused them to expire."
Ew.
Okay. So you see the exits down here in the southeast corner of the room and the southwest corner of the room. You can see that there is a stairway here that is going up, so that if you went that direction, you would go up a short stairway. And for going down into this room, there are no stairs. It's just those 2 exits.
Are they doorways, or are they just openings?
They're archways. There's no doors that you can see.
What are these doors made of?
Stone. Everything down here. It looks like it was pretty well like worked stone. You're a dwarf, you would know. This is not dwarven work. It's not to the level of what home is for you, but this is clearly worked stone. These archways aren't completely natural. They've been expanded and strengthened, and this is not like a natural tunnel down here.
In Dwarvish, I say to what's his name? Can't say.
I'm cool.
Yes. Does your beard sense tingle? Which way should we go?
My father used to always say, when in doubt, go left.
Okay. So do you guys want to go into room 5 here then?
Yes. Can we tell that they connect like that, or?
Yeah, it's as you walk closer to it, you can. There's like this is more of just a pillar, really, that separates
Okay.
kind of a double archway.
Right. Okay. Let's head down this hallway.
Okay. Any objections? Anyone doing anything else?
If I'm go ahead.
Just walking like this.
If I'm leading the party, I'm gonna cautiously walk forward. Actively looking for traps or
Okay. Give me
anything
active
of that
perception
nature.
then.
Not so good. That's a 2. No, I actively see the ground.
You are actively worried about keeping your mask on. Keeps covering up your leg. It keeps riding up in your eyes. You're trying to pull it down to get it to where it'll sit on your nose, but not into your eyes. Not that
right.
I've had that struggle today.
I don't want that fog in my glasses. I mean, like
Exactly,
theoretical glasses.
Why would a fish need glasses?
So he doesn't get water in his eyes.
Oh god, that was terrible. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Touche.
So you guys are walking into about. Let me describe the room first. As you walk in, along the sides there are 3 statues on each side. 4 of them are in very bad disrepair. They're missing. The stone has. They're stone statues. The stone has fallen off. There's 2 of them where all the limbs and the head are there, but there's chips on them. They seem very, very detailed, and there are 6 different banners, one next to each statue, and they proclaim the champion of the waste, the champion of the seas, the champion of the tops, the champion of the leaf, the champion of the sands, and the champion of the fires.
What was the third one? Waste sea.
It was waste, sea, leaf. No, leaf was 4.
Leaf was 4.
Dang it. 1 second. Oh man, I should have written these down. That's what happens because this dungeon is a little bit too on the fly for me. Leaf. Let me write them just a sec. It was tops. Tops is the third one.
No bottoms?
Nope, no bottoms.
That didn't see.
I definitely should have warned Einkill and Phaeton. Sometimes this gets a little not safe for work. To warn you guys.
Sometimes. Every game.
Well, Eric's not here, so it's not as bad. But...
No, it's not as bad, but we're used to it, so we just kind of go with it still.
Okay, so
So you said there's 3 statues on either side, so there's 6 in total.
yeah. So it is waist and tops are the 2 that are still
Waist as in refuse or waist as in your belt?
refuse.
Okay.
And so you said the 5 champions. Is there a 6th one?
No, there were 6. It's waist, sea, leaf, sand, tops, and fire.
Sand. That's what I missed. Thank you.
Okay.
And you said waist and tops are the 2 that are
Still standing.
standing.
Mm-hmm. What do you do?
I'm gonna go stand in front of the champion of the seas.
Okay.
And when I say stand in front of it, I mean I stand on top of the pedestal and make myself the champion of the seas.
So the champion of the seas is why can I never remember how to say that? The fucking shark race that I can never remember how to say, like Sanguine or something like that.
Those orca people.
Yeah, sure. The fucking Zora that was standing on here before. His left arm has completely fallen off and is on the ground, and it had a buckler. He has a trident on the other because we're very stereotypical here. And the weird thing though is he actually has a helmet that gives the appearance like if you reach up and touch it, there is a glass face cover on the helmet.
All right. Well, I am not one to shy away from the Zora, and I look at his trident and I say, "How common?" And I reach for the helmet and see if I can take it off the statue's head.
So as you kind of feel around, you notice that while it's painted and colored in such a way as to look stone, it is actually a helmet, and it comes off easily.
Nice. I take from my waist one of the precious bottles of the sea, and I pour it over the top of the helmet and kind of rub the cloth on it, and I say, "You now once again belong to a champion of the sea."
Okay. Going around. Arcadia, what are you doing?
So which ones were the 2 closest statues?
As you come in the room, the one on the left would be the champion of the sand, and the one on the right would be the champion of the leaf.
All right.
Then, let's see, it was.
But these two are dilapidated. Because you said tops and
tops and waist are the ones that are still
standing and in good shape, in good repair.
And the other ones are still mostly standing. Sand is the worst looking one. The top half is completely fallen off at like a jagged angle around the torso. So
yeah, I will check near the leaf statue and see if there's anything that might need recovered or found.
So with the leaf statue, the head is cut at the eyes, and the top like fell off. The left knee or the left leg below the knee is disconnected and kind of hanging sideways. So the statue is really standing on one support, the right leg. It's holding 2 stone scimitars.
Yeah, I think I'll just kind of generally pass a glance over all of them, and if I don't see anything interesting, I will continue gingerly down the hall.
Okay. Einkill, what are you doing?
Is any of them holding an axe of any sort?
The champion of fire definitely has a large two-handed axe.
I will inspect that.
Okay. It is stone. It is carved into his hands, so it's not like they put an axe into a statue's hands. It's
Yeah.
part of the statue. Give me a investigation roll.
Okay. That is a 15.
Okay. Just a moment. Hang on. I'm gonna do this real quick. That, although obviously not quite so badly drawn, is a rune that is on the head of the axe on both sides.
Okay.
And since you've not played with me before, runes are really important in my games. People that learn runes typically gain abilities on their items and whatnot. So that is something your character would know, that even if he doesn't recognize the rune, that might be something important.
Okay.
And Danny, what are you doing?
I'm just looking at all the different statues and seeing what they have. Going past the Trident and the axe. They don't interest me.
So I guess the most interesting thing is the Tops statue has a staff, but is also looks like a very slender figure. You would guess probably female, but there's nothing about the statue that says so for sure. And the statue has its hand resting on a statue of a large tiger.
Hmm. We're gonna go check that one out a little closer.
Okay. Give me an investigation.
Be nice, dice. I don't see shit. I rolled a 2.
Okay, you don't see shit. So everyone's kind of gotten
Apparently
a
my
chance
dice
to look at
doesn't
everything.
like me.
Do you guys start to proceed down the hallway?
Yes, I'm gonna go down to the end of the hallway carefully and try to see what's in this next area. But yes.
Okay. As you are all proceeding, assuming you are still in marching order, Einkill, you feel something jump at your back. And it hits. You take 6 points of damage, and give me a Constitution roll to see if you are knocked prone.
Is that a con save?
Yeah.
23.
Okay. So it hits you. You feel some sharp points dig into your back, and you kind of pull away and turn around, and that tiger has come to life, and it's no longer stone; it's attacking you. It's very big.
Big kitty.
Roll initiative, everyone. Oh, fuck.
I gotta get different dice.
Yeah, yours hate you.
Yeah, apparently. Because it's like only rolling like a 2.
13 total.
There we go. That one likes me. 16.
9. You did, Peyton.
Phaeton? Okay.
Sorry, I'm muted. 5. Pardon me.
Okay. So the tiger is used its pounce, so it is going to just take a swipe at you, since you are still the one in front of it. God damn. At least it's rolling low damage. It does 3 to you.
Who?
I'm kill. Sorry. Somehow, Danny, you're first.
Oh, crap. I'm gonna... Oh, I am going to attempt to hit this thing.
Okay.
I'm close enough with the rapier. What is that? I'm not hitting anything. That's a 5.
Okay. Arcadia.
So if it attacked Heinkel, then it's like right next to me.
So if you were about here, Einkill would have been about here, so it would be here. So you can get it's about 20 feet away.
Okay. Then I will double back and charge it and smash it with my giant maul of doom.
Okay. Go ahead.
You laugh. It is.
It is.
23 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, 16 damage total.
You get the feeling that it didn't take as much damage as you think it should have. That takes us to Ein.
So do I get the sense that this is not a natural animal?
Yes. Einkill, are you there?
Yep.
Okay, it's your turn.
So.
Be wary,
real quick,
friends. This is a creature from unknown.
don't like this, so I am going to cast magic missile.
Okay. Roll your damage.
Uh, 11.
Okay. You also, you also think that your attack didn't do as much as it normally would. Phaeton.
I, as a bonus action, I withdraw my Warhammer. I let out this guttural as I let out this Triton war scream, and I stomp in front of the creature, putting myself as a a Triton shield between my party and the creature. I then wield my warhammer in my hand and smash down upon it, knowing that it probably won't do much. But hey, that's what you got to do. That's a 16 on the die. That puts me at 22 to hit.
Yep.
And oh man, I only rolled a 2 on the die, so that's 6 damage.
Okay. It's starting to look a little rough. It is its turn, and you put yourself in front. So, being a rather unintelligent beast, it will attack you. Damn. You take 5. And then Danny is on her phone call, so we will have to skip her. Arcadia.
Well done, Aquaman. Smash! Yeah, I think I'm just going to try to smash it without. Yeah. Come on. Oh, yes. Natural 20.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's going to be a bad day, buddy. Oh, God.
4 DH? Yeah, I think so.
You know what's sad, though?
Huh.
I rolled 3 ones. That is a total of 10 damage.
Okay.
Woo!
I'm killed. It's your turn.
God. Damn. I rolled a 3 and 3 ones. So I critically poke it.
Seeing the success of my friends, I shall swing my battle axe and attempt to lop the head off this
Okay.
thing. But a 12 probably isn't enough to hit.
Not quite. Okay. Phaeton. You're muted again.
Call that like that normal meeting thing when you're in meetings all day long.
Yeah.
You have to go on mute, otherwise everyone's like, "Stop breathing in the mic."
Yeah.
Well, in this case, exactly. So, I am not afraid of you, beast. I once again pull up my warhammer and I choose to try to smite it. Hopefully, it does does justice upon it.
Okay.
Oh well, that might hit still at a 18. Does 18 hit?
Yes.
Awesome. And I did the max damage on my die, so 8 plus 4, 12 damage.
It drops. So when you looked at it, it looked alive, but as you hit it and kill it, it falls to stone and shatters all over the floor.
Not bad for a fish.
Not bad for a bob.
I'd like to pick up some of the stone remnants of this tiger and just kind of see if there's anything interesting about, like, I mean, maybe the dwarf would know better for stone,
Roll
but
investigation.
yep, that's not going to work very well. I rolled a 17 total.
Okay, you as you're kind of kicking some stones around, trying to find a good piece to grab. You find a gem, really little one, with a rune etched into it. It is similar to the gems that you saw. like on your on that
On the skin,
tapestry
on
that you
my
have, and
yeah.
so there's you get the feeling that it's similar to that gnomish technology of runes and
So
power of
I
items.
don't recognize the rune itself.
No.
Okay. I kind of show it to the Heimko. Be like, do you understand this rune?
Do you have history, Einko?
Yes, I do.
Roll me a history check.
Would this be associated with? No, this is Jim. Did stoneworking.
If you're asking about advantage, you would actually have it in this case, because this is a relic of ancient dwarvish technology. And I don't think I explained to you, dwarves are kind of rare in this world because of what happened. We'll do backstory later.
Okay. It's a 20.
Okay.
That's a 13.
13. Okay. So you're taking the 20, I assume?
That I have an odd dice roller that doesn't divide the two rolls.
Okay.
It's 13.
So you recognize that there are stories that you've heard in your life about the dwarves of old who were masters of the continent. They used runes of power inside of magical gems to power great technologies, and you feel like that's what this is.
Great power comes from these runes.
Phaeton, you had the kill shot, right?
I did.
Okay, give yourself 5 experience for the kill shot. For our new players, everyone gets like the base experience. I'm giving out experience for doing cool shit, and then kill shots get 5. It's a way to reward. I try to find ways to reward people for playing well, outside of just combat as well. And this is you've never played with me, so let me give you a heads up. I love bullshit shenanigans.
So I should have brought Barry in.
Maybe. But like, if you tell me that you're gonna like try to run along the wall and then grab someone as you're falling and use your momentum to throw them down the cavern, I'm going to reward that with like experience and letting you do like high damage rolls and shit like that, as long as you make your rolls to make it happen.
Okay.
So being creative in bullshit shenanigans is encouraged here.
All right. So I take this runed gem and I throw it in my bag.
Okay.
I think that we may run into some more things like this where they are powered by this ancient magic.
Can you sense it in the room, or can Einkill sense it in the room?
Sense what?
Oh, I haven't had an actual. Even if the bard and the sorcerer make arcana checks, they're not going to sense it. There's no way to sense the magic.
What if you cast an actual detect magic spell?
Then yes.
Okay. Well, I'm going to.
Just keep in mind how long that spell lasts.
I'm also not gonna outright say cast your spell. So.
Yeah.
We might want to use it when we run into another situation like this.
That's why I was asking. I was double checking. Had to read the card.
Um, so I'm going to carefully move down the hallway still, keeping an eye out for any of the other statues moving.
All right. As you come into room 6 down here, it looks like there you see tables inside of this room, a lot of tables. And there's along this bottom wall right here, there is a lot of like shelves and kind of a bar, and you get the impression that this is probably like a dining hall. As you come in, you can see into this room a little bit, and this room actually does have some kind of like doorway, kind of like a swinging doorway that you would kind of expect servants to come in and out of. Like you really do just like this is a dining hall kind of cafeteria area.
Is there anything interesting about the room besides the shelves? I kind of don't want to go too far in, but I want to get a good gauge of the area.
With not that you can see from where you're at.
Hey, Oz, I lied. I do have a shield.
Okay.
All right. All right. Shall we spread out a bit and take a look through here?
Anyone?
Sorry, I've got a hissy fit going on over here.
I'm the dumb tank. You tell me where to go.
I'm not that bright either. However, I will go over to the other side of the room and check out these shelves.
Okay.
That you mentioned.
Yep. So as you travel through, you do see like broken pottery on the ground.
Damn you, Link!
When you get to the shelves, you see old stone utensils. This does not appear to be like rich by any means. You kind of get the feeling. Actually, no, you wouldn't. Never mind. Ein, I will tell you this. You get the feeling that this structure was not originally underground. It feels like a piece that was built above ground and sank.
Is there any sort of tapestries or markings along the walls?
There's places where you think that there were some, but they've rotted away.
So I'm going to take my little torch and check out the flashlight and take a closer look at the shelves.
There's nothing to really see. It's just got utensils and nothing of any real quality. There's some ceramic bowls that are still like still there and in one piece, but they're.
You said this door to 8 is open?
It's not open. It's got kind of that saloon style doors that swing.
Okay, well, you made it sound like we could see into it.
Yeah, it's kind
sort
of
of.
half door, so you can kind of see into it. You can walk over there really easily and be fine.
I think I'll come along the edge of that wall there and push open the door and just try to see into there real quick.
Okay. It's a kitchen. You see two stoves, ovens really that have not been used in a very long time. There's even wood stacked in the on the side over here that's just rotten. You're still standing in like a little bit of water, so like there's kind of mushy wood floating in some of it where the wood has just rotten to the point where it breaks apart. This going into this room, you do see steps. Like whatever is in this room.
Oh, I
is a
didn't.
little
I
bit
didn't
higher.
go in. I literally just I was
Oh,
kind of
okay.
peeking around the corner. I opened the door
Yeah.
and just kind
Yeah,
of
if
was
you were
looking
standing-
into the room.
If you were standing here, you would see steps here and here.
Okay.
So
Might be something. Do I see any other when I come back around? Do I see any other places besides the place we came in?
you see this entrance, and this entrance. This one and this one both have steps. This one does not. Basically, I'll put it this way: room 3 and room 1. Well, no, 3, 1, and 7 are a level up, basically.
Okay.
2, 4, 5, and 6 are kind of the
Ground level.
ground level. Yeah.
Hi. All right. I will move over to basically kind of do the same thing over here for the doorway to number 4. Is just kind of peek around the corner and open the door or check inside the doorway.
You see several, a lot of wood strewn around, but there's still a couple of what appear to be armor stands because there's still armor on some of them. And there's some badly rusted weapons laying about. This appears to be an armory.
Einkill comes up. Hey, what you find?
Well, we were sent here for relics. There might be something interesting in this armory room.
Einkill just walks in.
Okay. If you're gonna look for weapons, give me a investigation. Sorry.
I was an 11.
Okay. For the most part, you don't really see anything. Most of the weapons are rusted. There's nothing that you can see that's really jumping out at you as being remotely useful.
So I'm not looking for use. I'm looking for artistic value, if you will.
Okay.
So something that a collector may buy who is interested in this time frame of the ruin.
Okay. Give me an investigation.
No, 3.
Mm.
Okay, I'm not the only one with the shitty investigation rolls. Thank you.
It was just not meant to be. This is so bad. Maybe what I should do is take the armor instead.
Okay.
I'm just joking. I'm definitely not taking the armor. That's loud and clanky. We'll come back with it. We'll exit here sometime. So
Okay. Is anyone else searching the room?
I'll take a
if-
peek around the room.
If I find a rusty hand axe, I'll pick it up.
There's definitely rusty hand axes laying about. If anyone else is gonna search the room, give me an investigation.
15. Wow, impressive.
So, Elfie, as you are digging through, kind of going through the boxes, your foot bumps up against something, and you look down and you see a sword that looks pretty well preserved, but it's very big. It has a rather large cross guard, and it has like an amber gem set into the cross guard, and then another one set into the pommel, the base of the pommel.
Okay, well, I pick it up.
No, put me down.
Okay.
You are not worthy.
Yeah, sure. Somebody else want to come over here and pick up the possessed sword?
The what?
It yelled at me.
I'm pretty stupid.
Do you go grab it?
She said possessed. Maybe I should smite it with my own holy divine might. Or I'm just gonna listen to it.
Okay. Do you grab it?
Heck yeah, I do.
Who are you?
Who are you?
How dare you lay hands on Agenor the Mighty?
It's one hand, actually.
Don't get stupid with me. Or smart with it. Whatever with me. I am Agenor the Mighty. What I say goes.
Can any of the rest of us hear us, or is it just him?
Oh, yes. This is a loud mental projection. The sword does not do quiet.
So, would you rather rot here in the middle of this, whatever this place is, or would you rather come with us?
You may carry me for a time, but know that you are not worthy of Agenor the Mighty.
Yeah, well, Agenor the Mighty needs to calm down.
You know, this might be a problem later on. Maybe we come back for this bitch.
Maybe he's not as sharp as he should be, and I start hitting the wall with him.
You feel like the grooves being cut in the wall are a little bit excessive for the amount of effort you're putting into it.
Yeah, I'm just tapping.
Stop that! What are you doing?
Stop what? Stop what?
Stop hitting the wall with me! I am
Oh.
for killing evil!
If we wrap it in something, does it still continue to be ridiculously loud?
Yes.
I start
Fuck.
yelling back, I'm for killing evil.
You know what this means. We must slay evil together!
I think that sword's on a power trip.
It is a great sword, so you wouldn't be able to use your shield with it.
No way.
But it is a +1/+1 great sword.
I'm sure it takes a little bit of time to attune.
Yes. You definitely won't get his special ability for a while.
Well,
I will
while
allow you to carry me, and I will guide you through your quest.
Well, while they're
And
dealing,
if you go ahead.
no, just while they're dealing with the emotional teenager sword, I'm gonna go investigate the kitchen area, like actually go in there and like kick stuff around and kind of see if I can't find anything interesting.
I'm going with Arcadia. I'm tired of listening to a sword. It yelled at me.
The good news is, even in room 8, you can still hear the sword.
Fuck.
I carve on a box the word evil, and I start smacking the word evil.
Yes, kill it!
You know, the thing's gonna give us away.
Or we could use it.
So the in room 8, if you go all the way in, I actually do need a Constitution save.
Oh, crap.
Sweet.
From who?
Well, I'm
Anybody
going in,
all the way
so I definitely went in, so it's probably me. Con save.
I'm following Arcadia into the room to try to get away from the noise. And
Natural 20.
20 total.
Okay.
25 total.
So you guys, there's a smell that makes you a little queasy, and like, or more like you feel like you should be a little queasy, but you know your stomach's feeling a little strong today. But if you look around, you know there was clearly a lot of flour and whatnot in this room at some point, and the mold and mildew in this room specifically, with all the bags of what used to be food scattered around that are now just disgusting. Like, this room stinks
Awesome.
badly.
Well, I'm going to
Decay.
quickly see if I can find anything interesting in here, and then I'm getting the fuck out because it smells like rotten eggs.
There's give me an investigation.
That's gonna be bad.
Bad?
No. Can I can't change which direction my camera is.
Oh, that's fine. What do you roll?
Yeah, another nat 20.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So if you're pulling, you like pull out some cupboards and everything, you do find that there is a really nice silver plate set.
Mm-hmm.
There's 4 plates, 4 goblets, and 4 like saucers that are all pure silver.
Nice. Well, this might be useful to somebody. Kind of just toss them in my satchel and get the fuck out of this kitchen because it smells like cats.
You feel like you could probably trade it to some city folk for something that's a little more useful.
As I shudder at the loud, obnoxious sword, I'm going to kind of go up this middle path and see what's up there.
In 3?
Yeah.
So as you have to go up a flight of stairs about here. Once you get up in there, you see it's kind of like a what's the word? Like you're in a room that at one point had furniture. There's kind of a waiting area to be brought into
A
settee
foyer?
this room.
or foyer.
Yeah,
foyer.
sure. It can be a foyer. And you can see Phaeton, and I guess Ein is probably still with him over here in room 4. Like when you get up in here, there's a
Smacking the
stairway
wall.
here, but you can still, yeah.
He'll have
And so
smack
there's
and join
there's
the
nothing
show.
up here, you said?
Yeah, there's nothing really interesting. The chairs that were in here are decayed, but at least you're out of the nasty water.
Right.
It's about time.
Yell down to the boys. Oh, boys, you guys done in there? You got your yelling sword all figured out?
Silence! Do not speak to me in such a manner.
I wasn't talking to you.
Yep,
I'm one of
sounds
the
like
boys.
What's that?
I said sounds like. Are there any dinner mints in the foyer?
I just kind of like touch the sword to see if it says anything different about me.
You are not worthy.
Okay.
It seems really angry about it.
I don't think it likes girls.
It must be gay.
Must be. I change into a guy at that point and try picking up the sword again, or try
You're
touching
still
it.
not worthy. Don't touch me.
Boy, that thing's picky.
All right, friends.
I pull out a whetstone and start.
You
polishing.
Okay, polishing is fine, but you notice instantly that you do not need to sharpen this thing.
Oh no, yeah. After what it did to the wall, I'm assuming that it's
Yeah.
quite proficient at cutting. Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
polishing at this point.
Okay.
Well, you guys all good to go? Let's check out the rest of this place, see what we can find.
I'm certainly ready to get away from the sword.
Well,
I hold the
think
sword in my
I-
hand.
I think
So-
I think our new friend here thinks it's his.
So as you guys, if you guys are going to proceed into 7, the sword actually does quiet itself as it senses the need to. And so when you walk into room 1, you immediately see up here is a throne. There's a couple benches along both sides. This is a audience chamber. It's got all the trappings that you would expect, or at least it did. Like you can see banners that have fallen, things that have rotted away. Sitting on the throne is a rather large skeleton in full plate armor and glowing red eyes.
Oh, well, that's a
And
thing.
it watches you all walk in without moving.
I'm going to assume I really don't need to detect magic in here. That thing is glowing. And it's creepy.
I murmur
then.
to Agathor, "Is that evil?"
It looks evil to me. Let's kill it. Or re-kill it. I don't know how this works.
Redeath. It's redeath.
Death 2.0.
Okay. As you all kind of file in, the skeleton stands and walks towards you. It has a skull in one hand.
Is it fucking Hamlet? A what in the other?
A shield.
A skull and a Hamlet, or a skull and a shield. Got it. Okay, Hamlet, what's up?
It walks about 15 feet away from you. And it says, "Will you be the ones to put me to rest?"
I mean, you could just fall over and
Boy, we
you
hope
know,
so.
we can all be done with this.
Why are
It
you
can
carrying a
never
head?
be that easy.
Why are you carrying a head?
He holds out the head, and the mouth opens on its own, and
Red rum.
all of you give me dex saves.
Oh, God.
According to my class feature Danger Sense, I have advantage on dex saving throws on effects I can see while I'm not blinded, deafened, or incapacitated. Does this count?
Yes.
Sweet.
My dice do not want me to die. However, it wants me to kill evil. So a 19 on my dex save.
Okay.
Lucky you. I got 3.
So
Does a 5 make it?
No.
even with my advantage, I rolled a crit 1 and then a 2. And so my dex save is a total of 3.
Okay, so
The big stupid.
Okay, we're doing great.
the big stupid made it. Everyone else is going to take damage here.
Woo!
Ow.
Where's
That I could not have like done that. I rolled a 1 and then I rolled a 2. I was like, oh god.
Okay, the damage is 12. Take that accordingly.
Me?
I
Yeah.
call.
Oh god,
I-
that's like bad.
That would have killed me.
I take it somebody needs a little help here.
That was a little painful.
Ein, are you still up?
No. I
Okay.
kill as he drops. Like, didn't see that coming.
Yeah, Ein should have probably been healed at the end of the last battle.
Well, I wasn't exactly present. I didn't know. So
That's fine. Roll every. So Ein, give me a death save.
That's one success.
Okay. Everyone roll initiative, including Ein. I'm sure you'll be up quickly in this fight.
oh look, 6. I'm doing great.
I got a 6 on my initiative too.
I got a 3.
No.
16.
Okay.
Ah,
Arcadia at least gets to go early.
yes.
I'm not used to your name right now. Phaeton, what's your dex mod?
It's a +0.
Oh God, we're
You're
both
both
+0.
We'll go at the same time. We'll just talk through it. It'll be fine. We'll be fine.
Whatever.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
I'm not too worried. And Arcadia, you're up.
Oh, I'm first.
Yep.
Oh shit. After just getting blasted by whatever the fuck that was, like little stun.
It was basically burning hands from a skull. I'm sorry.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna go into rage because that fucking hurt. And I'm gonna charge this fucking skeleton, and I'm just gonna Happy Gilmore swing his ass right into his fucking nuts that he probably doesn't have anymore.
Okay, roll to hit.
It's a 20 total.
That hits.
Uh, 14 damage total.
Okay.
So yeah, and I'm right up in his grill.
It is his turn. So he throws the skull away, reaches around behind him, and draws a blade, and stabs at you.
Stabbing.
I need to use a different app. I am really trying to fuck you guys over today.
He's trying to kill us.
That is 14 total. So adjust how you need to.
Is it bludgeoning, pure piercing? What type?
Sorry, yeah,
Then yeah. So how much did you say?
14.
14, so 7. Got it. That fucking hurt.
Danny.
Danny is casting Cure Wounds on Arcadia.
I'm kills down.
I thought I couldn't cast on somebody who was down. You said I couldn't do that last time.
No, you can cast a healing spell on someone who's down. That's how you make them not down.
Oh, that's what you said. I was
No,
down. Okay.
the last time I said you couldn't because you were too far away, so you needed to cast Healing Word instead.
All right. Well, I am casting Cure Wounds on. Sorry, I can. I can kill. There we go. And you're getting 8.
All right. So Ein is back up. That takes us to Phaeton.
Phaeton. I, as a bonus action, I pull my holy symbol from my chest, and I mutter a prayer to my god, and cast Shield of Faith upon myself, granting me +2 AC.
Okay. That spells a bonus action.
Bonus action.
Nice.
I then I apologize to the rest of you because it's gonna help me. I don't know if it's gonna help you guys. I go ahead and cast fog cloud, centering on myself. Would you like me to
Describe
read
that.
to you
I've
what
not
fog
had
cloud
anyone
is?
ever cast that in one of my games before.
Sure. I create a 20-foot radius of fog centered around whatever I look at. It heavily obscures vision. Lasts up to lasts up to an hour. So it's meant to create a disadvantage to hit me. However, everybody's inside the fog cloud, so it's going to be a disadvantage to hit it as well.
Okay.
The only way it gets disperses is if I disperse it itself, or a wind of up to 10 miles per hour pushes it out of the way.
Which I don't think is very likely in here.
Correct. But it basically gives me cover, which means he hits at a disadvantage.
Okay, so everyone remember, attacks are at disadvantage until that is dispelled or something.
Unless you got magic stuff. Hopefully you guys got magic stuff.
I'm like bleeding out of my ears right now.
It's your turn.
At one time.
Huh? What'd I miss?
It's your turn.
I stand up.
Yep.
Grab my warhammer and swing it at him.
Okay. Roll twice. Take the low.
I whiff with an 8.
You whiff with it. I love your character. Any other sorcerer is going to be like, time to nuke this bastard. The dwarf sorcerer is going to be like, no, I swing a warhammer. That's what I do.
I mean, it sounds legit.
It's totally legit. Arcadia, you're up.
Man. So basically, I'm right up in its grill.
Mhm.
I'm hurt.
Okay.
Yeah, no, but I don't want to incur any bad things. So let me think about this for a second. I'm going to use my action to disengage, and then my movement to get basically, I don't know, 20 feet away.
Okay.
And I'm just going to kind of like take a knee for a second.
Okay.
He's gonna T-bow. He's T-bowing.
Yep. The skeleton.
Pardon me. She's T-bowing.
The skeleton is going to go after Phaeton because of the magic bullshit. That's going to be the miss. Yep. Rolling on the fumble table. It doesn't do anything. He overbalances and kind of swings around, but is able to recover. It's just a miss. That takes us to Danny, I guess.
Is Arcadia where I can touch her?
You could get to her pretty easy, yeah.
Okay, I'm casting Cure Wounds on Arcadia.
Okay.
Let's see, that was 9.
Okay.
9.
Mm-hmm.
9.
Okay, Phaeton, he's in your grill.
Yeah. So I go ahead and attack him.
Are you going shield and hammer still?
No, I'm using Agatha. What?
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That means I need to choose different dice damage. Give me a second. Alrighty. Let me give you my modifier real quick. Does a 19 hit?
Yes.
All right. I deal 6 plus 4, 10 slashing damage.
Okay, is that adding the +1?
Sorry, I did not add that. It's 11 slashing
Okay.
damage.
I won't remind you in the future. I figured that kind of that first one, I didn't sound
Yep,
like you were. So
Thank you for the gimme there. And then as a bonus action, I will do yet again. I can expend this as part of my ability, my war ability,
Mhm.
or war domain.
to swing again.
I do.
Oh
And
God.
my
God,
19
clerics
hits.
are so overpowered in this game.
19 hits, and I
Yep.
do 12 more damage.
He
War
is
cleric.
looking rough. God, and I thought the way I built the other cleric was broken. Shit. You're
War
a fighter
cleric
that
is
can
definitely
heal.
broken.
Yeah. That takes us to Ein.
Right. I will swing for him once more
Okay.
and probably whiff with an 11.
Yes. However, add 5 experience points for playing your character, even when it means being very suboptimal, because I'm such a fan of that.
Yeah.
Arcadia, you were healed last round.
Yep. I kind of use Danny's shoulder to stand up and like, thank you, friend. And with the
I-
rage burning in my eyes,
I
be
will
like,
remind you,
this,
because you didn't attack last round, you have to
I
reignite
understand.
your rage. Okay.
I am going to bonus action rage. Yes, I am well aware.
Right.
And then I'm going to basically leapfrog over Hein and and reckless attack the skilly.
So that's normally advantage.
Right, so just a flat roll. I know.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
So I had to work that out. I'm starting to get a little tired, so I have to think out loud a little bit.
No worries. That is a 21 to hit,
Hits.
and that is 10 damage total.
Drops.
Yes, great.
Okay. Arcadia, take 5 experience for the kill shot. Danny, 5 experience for combat medic for reviving a downed ally.
Sweet. I don't even know how much experience I got last time. So,
You didn't record from the last session?
no, I meant from the last fight because I had that call.
Oh, we haven't done experience for it'll be at the end.
Okay.
Okay. As he drops to one knee, you hear a raspy sound. He says, "Thank you. Take care of my friend." And he like starts to fade away in that way that like the snap made people fade away, that kind of dusty thing. His armor fades with him.
No.
I rest my hand. Well, try to rest my hand on Phaeton's
But
shoulder. There will be others.
His little skeleton head friend is what he's talking about.
You don't know.
But like, so basically everything on him disappeared.
Yes.
I take a deep breath. You can hear me inhale, and then I push my hands out and disperse the fog cloud. And the room clears, and the dust of the skeleton also disappears. Yeah. You know, Arcadia, that's a great idea. Where is that skull? He just tossed it to the side.
It doesn't take a whole lot of effort to find it. It's smashed up a little bit. because it's so small, it's not hard to pick through and find that there was another one of those little stones in there.
I'll pick up the stone, and I'm actually going to give it to Arcadia. You know more about this than I do.
Okay. I take it. Is it the same rune, or is it a different rune?
It looks similar, but you don't feel super confident in identifying it. For
No,
sure.
I just didn't want to. No, I wouldn't know. But I'm
to
gonna
your
go and.
character, yeah, it would look like the same rune.
Okay. I mean, I'm not dumb. I'm just.
No, you're not dumb. You're just who actually knows about any of this. From your perspective, it looks the same.
Right.
Phaeton is.
I'm gonna go and take a look around the throne area, see if there's any goodies over there.
The throne itself, the back piece is crowned in gold. Like
Overlaid.
No, like on a lot of thrones, you'll have the supports go up into like a God, what am I trying to say? Hang on. I'm gonna have to pull up a picture.
It's a throne's crenellation.
While he's doing that, sorry about the phone call, guys.
No worries.
It's gonna always be a thing, unfortunately.
Wow.
Tuesdays and Thursdays.
This part right here, just like on this one, actually, is gold. And it's solid gold.
Oh, okay.
And
good to know.
That is more gold than any of you have ever seen in your life combined.
And
Probably
I'm
all
a greedy little shit, so I'm going to try to take that with me.
I just kind of rip it off the chair for her, and I just kind of toss it to her.
Hold on. I can carry it. You don't have to break it. I can carry it.
The throne?
The whole chair?
Yes.
Why do you want to carry it?
The rest of the throne is decaying and probably not going to make it too much longer.
Okay, so it's
I just grab the gold bit and I just kind of like rip it off and toss it to Danny.
Yes.
There is also in kind of a pouch next to the throne, a stick with runes on it.
I kind of look at it and I was like, oh, this kind of looks like possibly the same things. And I go ahead.
The runes are clearly a different kind of thing. Actually, and in fact, you have two arcane casters who are immediately going to realize that it's arcane just by looking at it.
Might I see this?
Sure.
Do I need to check on this?
Yeah, give me an Arcana check. If it's good enough, I will allow you to read the inscriptions.
13.
Good enough. It is a sorry, I just forgot the name of the spell I was using. Oh no, duh! It's Magic Missile. It's a wand of Magic Missile. The way it works, the way wands in this world work, for the most part, they have 5 charges. This is a first level wand, so it casts Magic Missile at first level. You can recharge the wand by using a first level spell slot or higher. So you can use all 5 charges, use your personal first level spells to recharge it, and use them again.
Okay. So it's like a rechargeable magical device.
Yes.
Cool.
I can sense like how much how much
Yeah.
spell energy is in it.
Yeah, as you're holding it and kind of like communing with it, you can sense that you can probably get 5 out of this. It seems, and you've in your travels have dealt with ones like this before, so it's not like you have a pretty you're pretty comfortable in your understanding of it.
All right. Shall we see what's in this other place?
Room 7.
Might as well.
Might as well
So-
keep going.
This was clearly as you step in, there's a bed and a dresser, some rather ornate, like the wood that you can see that hasn't rotted away looks like it was well carved and maintained. The sheets are all moth eaten and all of that. You can search if you want.
I'll look around. I'll search.
Okay.
Investigation.
Yep.
Okay. Not finding shit.
Neither am I.
I'm gonna
Phaeton-
go look for. I'm actually gonna be looking for like secret doors or holy symbols, maybe an altar, or
In
maybe
this
I'll
room?
even ask, "Hey, Agathor, is there an evil altar for this evil skeleton guy here thing here?"
He's strangely quiet at the moment.
He was more quiet when we went into the room before. This actually kind of puts me at unease, and as opposed to putting him away, I actually keep him drawn.
Okay.
And I'll kind of look at Ironkill and kind of give him the, hey, that head nod.
I
So
will pretend I know what the head nod is.
Good, because stupid Phaeton. While Danny and Arcadia are, they're both rummaging about the room. I will be taking really a defensive posture.
Okay. Ein, what are you doing?
Looking at the stoneworking and
All right. Give me an investigation, please.
beautiful 5.
I'm sorry, you were breaking up a little bit. What was that?
A beautiful 5.
Okay. Well, you're a dwarf, so low advantage with that because you're looking specifically at stonework.
That makes an 18.
Much different. As you're walking around the room, kind of feeling stuff, you feel a stone that is just ever so slightly pushed out, and as you put pressure on it, it snaps back in, and like a little kind of half door raises in the wall, and behind that door is a chest.
Found something. Is it unlocked? Or
the chest is locked, but it's not being held to the ground. Like it's not bolted to the ground or anything. You can move it, but it is locked.
Is there like a table or something I can set it on?
I mean, the bed would be right behind you.
All right.
It's still kind of there.
Yeah, I'll pick it up and set it on the bed.
Okay, it is fairly heavy, and things are rattling around inside of it. You expect that this feels like coins and quite a bit.
Anybody have a key?
So I'll go searching through the drawers specifically for the key and take my time because I have a
Okay.
light.
I shake my
Okay.
great sword.
Does this chest look valuable?
It's well made, but nothing like there's no ornate gilding or anything like that on
Okay.
it.
I mean, I could always smash it for you.
Yeah. You don't feel like you would be losing anything if you smashed it open.
All right, Phaeton. See what you got.
I use the master key.
Ka-ching.
Da 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 da.
All right, give me an attack roll, actually.
Sure thing. That's an 18.
Yep. You hit it real like right on, and it cuts through the lock pretty easily, and you're able to open the chest. Inside is a lot of silver and copper coins. You don't see any gold, but there's a lot of silver and copper in here. If you want to count, we can do that, but it will take your characters quite some time to try to count it here.
Might I suggest we take this with us?
I suppose I'll carry it. Close it back up. Realize that
Okay.
I don't have a lock.
You got a rope?
I do assume that everyone would have a rope if you want to just tie
I
it
have a
closed.
flute. I can stick the flute through the.
I have the drawstring to the sack that I have.
That's fine.
All right. We secure the chest and the goodies inside.
Put the warhammer in place.
Where's the bag of holding when we need it?
Yeah, you didn't ask for it for this adventure.
Not that I could see the answer anyway. Pongo.
Okay, so
Ouch.
we're getting definitely towards the end here, and so you guys are able to get out of here. There's nothing else here. You've Greyhawked it pretty well. You get back to the to Strel's Gate, and you have probably more money than anyone who isn't that Duke at this point. So the count is 318 silver,
Jeez.
412 copper.
What was that?
So
318 silver and 412 copper.
God. Do we want to split this up?
I forego the loot. I forego the loot in favor of keeping Agathar.
So we're splitting this three ways?
So I have no much use for coin, but I'll take a portion.
So for Phaeton and Einkill, currency does have limitations in this world because the world is so poor that most people wouldn't even be able to have a currency. They're still in the bartering phase. So this is a lot of money, and in some places it would be very useful, and in some places it's useless.
Well, maybe I'll take a handful of copper and silver. But it wouldn't be to, like I said, I'm willing to forego it in favor of keeping the great sword, Agathar.
I'm going to let you guys talk this out amongst yourselves for a minute. I'll be right back.
Well, that sucks.
And
Danny,
if you would,
Anybody do the math on that?
did you want to split in half, or how many? Do you want it in thirds, or what?
Whatever.
Start with thirds and go from there.
Yeah.
Sure.
And I saw
Thirds
that.
is 106.
What?
For the silver, it's 106. It's thirds.
You're gonna have to say it again. You keep breaking up like
Sorry,
right in the middle of
106
it.
for silver.
Okay.
And
Each.
130. Yep. And 137 copper each. And I'll keep 1 copper.
So you want to keep 1 copper?
And then you guys can have 137 copper each at that point.
That's fine.
Because it divides the 137.33.
And then the 106 silver, which is fine because like
How about that golden? So we got 2 ruins and that
that's
golden.
what I was going to ask
Yeah.
him, but he's kind of our DM is kind of MIA at the moment.
We can do what we want.
You could get it smelted down and get the weight of it and then
That's
cut
what
that
I-
into whatever.
That's what I was wanting to do because I have no idea.
How about the
Well, Fran-
rod of that the wand and the 2 ruin stones?
Well, friends, you seem to handle yourselves well in battle.
Well, the
What are you talking about? I got a big old bruise on my chest. Just kidding.
As I'm like actively bleeding, yes.
You bleed well. I would happily bleed with you some more.
Well,
So
What
how-
color is your blood, by the way?
It's blue. What would you expect? Highly oxygenated, right? Don't you
When
bleed
guys
blue
get
too?
back,
Not quite.
you guys will go back up to full health because the cleric in town will heal you,
So we melt down
and you'll get your long rest.
the headpiece of the metal the gold thing, whatever it's
Your
called.
You're gonna
headpiece.
melt it down.
Your
Well,
headpiece.
go get it, take it to somebody to have it looked at and possibly for melting down. Kind of get a weight on it, see what it is.
I mean, the blacksmith can give you a weight on it, but he's afraid to touch it.
Why is that? Is there any negative like
I'm gonna
evilness to
cast
it?
detect magic on this thing.
So it's not like that. This is a amount of wealth that scares him.
Oh,
Remember,
that's why.
this blacksmith can't even make really weapons. Like he can make spearheads, and that's about it. So when you're bringing him something like an ornate gold piece, he doesn't know what to do with it.
Okay, he freaked the freak out. Okay.
He probably wouldn't melt it down because it would be sacrilegious to him.
So I'm gonna go find Drek.
Okay. You see him. He has some of the villagers standing with bows practicing, and he's watching them and correcting them. I can get away from that word out of there. And he turns when you walk up to him. What do you want?
Seriously, you talk like that? Okay. You wouldn't happen to have a good blacksmith where you come from, would you?
We have the best.
I'm sure you do.
I mean, that's not bragging. Where else would you find the best blacksmith? The only real town in this region.
Oh boy. How long does it take to get to what did you say? Rathster?
Ratsy?
Rathsy?
It took my men and I about 6 or 7 days.
Darn it.
I would be happy to take you back there and show you after we defend the town.
That would
Oh, I don't
be
know how much I can
wonderful.
do this guy's voice. Oh
That
my
would be
God.
wonderful. uh, Drek. um,
All right. Is everyone good to stop here?
yep.
Yeah.
So clearing the module, a full clear gives you 75 experience, plus whatever else you got for. I think actually everyone earned something tonight. That's really good.
I'm up to 745. We're doing good.
I think this Thursday and next Tuesday will be our last mission games, and then next Thursday is going to be the battle. So that will be the one that if you're able to make it, that's where you're going to get a ton of experience. It's also going to be the most dangerous mission because you're fighting a war. So everyone be aware that that's where the highest possibility of you losing your character is. I know that we're still low enough level that no one's going to be too busted up about that. But,
yeah, you might want to have a spare.
but yeah, good job tonight, everyone. Thank you. We had really good viewership tonight, so thank you everyone for joining us. Let's see who we can raid. I'm going to send you all to a different D&D game. This is Rare Drop. It's a channel that I follow. They do really good D&D stuff too. So y'all go have fun with them, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye, guys.